Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a get ready with me. It's been a while since I've just like sat down and like chatted about random stuff, so I thought I would do that now. I love to do these, I just usually don't have that much of stuff to talk about, but today I do have some stuff to talk about. I am going to do a mask today because I've been really wanting to try this one. It is the I Do Care Sugar Kitten Hydrating Holographic Peel Off Mask. So I don't know if this stuff is like quite holographic, maybe more like iridescent. Since this is a peel-off mask, I'm hoping that I don't have to get up at all. Nothing in this video is sponsored, by the way. I know there's like so much stuff going on about that right now, but that ain't it. I just thought I would change it up. And because I usually end up blabbering and then like forgetting what I'm doing, I end up just like talking to the camera anyway, so I might as well like let a mask dry while I blabber on. I'm not sure what to talk about first. Let's start out with the obvious. So I sort of set up a background in here because I sort of just like, I don't know, I felt like my plain backgrounds were getting a little bit boring. They're really good for Instagram videos, but I feel like in YouTube videos it makes it like so much more like impersonal. I wanted to set up a sort of like room background, but I'm just not good at like designing. And I really don't even have that much room. So what I've done, and I will show you guys, I've sort of split my room into two, and in front of me is like my background now on the wall. And so when I want to film an Instagram video, I turn all of my lights around and film Instagram videos there and film like YouTube videos here. So you guys will have to let me know like how you like this. I tried my best. I don't have that much room, so I like tried to make it cute and like put flowers everywhere. I literally went out to Michael's just to get flowers to try to put around. I don't know, tell me if you like it. I hope you like it, but if not, get it. And I'm still like playing around with some of the stuff. I really love, yeah, this side, like, or this little section right here, but this side I feel like needs some work. There's glares and I don't know what to do about it. So, you know, I really am only going to be in this apartment and probably for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 more months, because in a few months we're going to start looking for a house, because honestly I hate apartment living and I feel like so bad for my dogs that they just have to like be inside all day, and I want to be able to get them like a doggy door, and I just feel like it's not fair to them, and I need a lot more space. When we moved in here, we had literally nothing like a year and a half ago. I keep having to stop because airplanes fly over me, and that's why I hate filming during the day. But when we moved here, we had like 4 like biggish boxes, and that's all we had to our name, and so we've bought everything else. And then now I just feel like it's so small, like I can't fit anything more in here. Why don't I show you guys how I've sort of structured this room right now? So my dream when we get a new house is to have like a separate little station just for nails, because right now whenever I do my nail stuff I have to pull it all out and I have to like clear off this entire table, and that's why I feel like I can't really do the nails that I like desire, because I just don't have the space or the like perseverance to like every single time like get like all of the stuff I need out. Okay, I think this is mostly dry. Oh, I love doing that. Well, that actually came off really easily. I only have these couple pieces. So, I've been wanting to tell you guys a story about what happened to me a couple months ago, but I just never thought of like the right time to tell it, because I wasn't ready for like the comments of people telling me like I overreacted or like, I don't know, just like stuff like that. But like I feel like the longer I've thought about it, the more like I feel like I wasn't overreacting. A couple months ago I was grocery shopping at Fred Meyer, which is like a Smith's or like a Kroger, depending on like what part of the country you're in. And it was way earlier than I would normally go out. Normally I would go out at like, I don't know, like a way later in the day. But I woke up and I decided I wanted to get my grocery shopping like done for the week. So it was a Saturday. So luckily like my boyfriend was at home during this time and not like at work, because otherwise I don't know what I would have done. So I was just walking around. I'm someone that like very much will like go up and down like every single aisle and then at the end I'll like forget that I needed stuff like back nails. I'm just all over the place, okay? Like I'm not in like an organized shopper. So I was going down the chip aisle. This is back when I like wasn't on a diet. And there was another guy in the aisle, and you know, usually you don't think anything else of anyone else in the aisle because like you're just looking for the food and trying to get out of there like a normal person. So I was looking at just whatever I was looking at, probably hot Cheetos, and the guy comes up to me and he's like, hey, and I was like, hello, and he's like, are you single? And I was like, oh no, I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. And he was like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah. I wasn't wearing, normally I'll wear like a ring because like technically I'm engaged, but like sometimes my hands are like swollen or whatever, I'm bloating, I won't wear the ring. And I wasn't wearing one. He's like, oh, are you sure? And I was like, yep, pretty sure. He's like, well, you're just so pretty. And I was like, thank you very much. And I feel like if I get hit on, I'm like, I'm very nice, but like very firm, you know, like, thank you, but no. And then I thought that would pretty much be like the end of it, you know what I mean? Like that's normally how it goes, but no. And so the guy goes, well, you're really turning me on right now. And I was just like, I feel like I froze, and I was just like, thank you, and I like walked away because like that's just not something you tell someone in public that you don't know, that you know, it's just not what you do. And I thought that was the end of it, you know, just like a weird encounter. But then the guy started following me, and I didn't know if I was being paranoid because like I said, like I just go up and down the aisles, and I didn't know if that was doing as well. But I went in one aisle, and then like 2 seconds later he'd be in that aisle, and I was like, okay, you know, and I was like, you know, I can handle myself, like. But then things started to get like really, really weird. So I decided, since he was following me, I was gonna like go back the other way, since like, you know, like if he was going like up and down the aisles like that was a good way to avoid him. So I go back like 4 or 5 aisles, and I'm just kind of like, you know, I'm just kind of like paranoid, just looking around. And I know I've talked about like already, like I have a lot of anxiety like leaving my house. Like I already have a hard time leaving my house, so this wasn't helping at all. So then I'm like in another aisle, and the guy doesn't come. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like relief, like I think it's fine. And then I'm just doing my shopping, and then another guy comes up, and he sort of like stands in front of my cart, and I thought that was kind of weird. So then I like couldn't go. You know, usually people are like, oh, sorry, am I in your way or something like that, but he just like stands in front of it, and I was like, excuse me, and he was like, hi, and I was like, hi, and then he kind of just like stood there, and I was just kind of like, excuse me, and then he moved. And that was like, that was a little bit just too much of like a coincidence for me. Especially like it wasn't like I was like done up and like ready. It was like I was wearing like one of my giant baggy like black stained bleached t-shirts. Like my hair was a disaster, like no makeup, like just rolled out of bed. Like it wasn't looking like I was trying to impress anyone. Especially when like I don't even get hit on ever. Like almost never. It's very, very rare that I actually get hit on like in public. So like 2 guys like being sort of weird with me, and like one day started like was just like, that's sort of like not normal. And then that guy started to follow me, and that's when I got like really, really, really freaked out. Like I started panicking because I don't know about you, but like on my Facebook I feel like it's filled with people being like, warning, I was just at Walmart and someone tried to grab me from my car, or like, you know, stuff like that. I feel like I see so much of that on Facebook, and I was just like, is that like happening to me? Like I feel like you just like in those situations you don't know. And then like on one hand I'm like panicking, like these people are following me, like what do I do, like oh my god. But then on the other hand I'm like, am I being paranoid? Like is this a coincidence? Like I don't want to accuse like some random guys. What am I doing with this eyeshadow? This is like, I don't want to like make a huge deal about like, you know, some guys that like, yeah, they're being like a little creepy, but I don't want to like make a giant deal out of like something like that, you know. Like I don't know, or I didn't know if like I was being like paranoid. When I get really, really panicked, I start to like kind of dissociate. So you kind of go into like a dream like state, and that's what I do. That's just what happens to me when I just panic. Like I'm there, but I'm also like not there. So I didn't really know what to do. So I texted my boyfriend, and luckily he was home, and luckily like the store is only a few minutes away from our house. And I was like, can you please come like help me? Like I don't feel like comfortable walking to my car, because there was no way I was about to walk out to my car alone, because I park really, really far back because I don't want anyone to touch my car or like accidentally bump into it, because it already has a dent in the side from someone like jammed their door into it. And then as I'm like just like walking along, I see the two guys pass, but together this time. Then I was like, oh my god, it's not a coincidence. So then they go in the same aisle as me, and so then I see an employee in that aisle, so I go up to them. So to the guys it looks like I'm like telling, or you know, something like that, and just like, oh, like where is this? And then that makes them like get out of that aisle, like the same aisle as me. So it feels like forever, but I'm just like kind of wandering, trying to wait for my boyfriend, but also like stay around like enough people that like nothing like weird happens. So anyway, so finally my boyfriend gets there. And at that point, like, you know, like I have to be like, okay, I just want to leave, because that, you know, like if you tell your boyfriend that you think some guys are following you, he's going to be out for blood. So I'm kind of thinking that this is a little patchy. I don't know. I'm going to try to fix it though. And like I want to get out as fast as possible. So we're in a checkout line, and like I have him standing behind me, that way like no one can see me, and I see the guys just like walking around, but like looking for something, like very persistently, like as if they lost someone or they're looking for someone. So at that point I was like kind of sure what was happening, but like I don't know, like I really felt like I was almost overreacting, but then I now looking back, like I don't think I was. It's like you just don't know, because like I've never been in that sort of situation, like alone with a stranger, you know what I mean? Like you just don't know how you're gonna react in that sort of thing. And then we finally got out and went in the car, and I just cried for like a really long time, because then like all of these like what ifs pop into your head, and that was just like something like really hard for me to get over. Because like then after that I called my mom, of course, like that's what you do. Something bad happens, you call your mom. And like she kind of gave me like all these like worst case scenarios of like what could have happened. And so then like for a long time I was like really freaked out. Like I never wanted to leave my house, like ever. Like I think it was like 2 weeks before I left my house at all. So yeah, that was like a big issue in my life for a little while, but now I feel a little bit better. I've kind of gotten over it, and I have these like stabby things now on my keys, and I'm able to go to the store again by myself, so that's good. Sometimes when you accidentally get that in your eye, it burns. I think we can save this eye look with this liquid eyeshadow. Let's put like a ton of this on. So enough about that. What's something else I can talk about? Oh, probably another obvious thing, my hair. Probably it's gonna be a shocker to everyone, but I actually went and got my hair done by someone else at a salon, because I have a lot going on this next like month and a half. I am actually really committed this year to putting out like a lot of fun Halloween stuff, and I really want to start putting out more YouTube videos more consistently. I know I've been better recently, but I was really bad like, you know, a month ago about putting out YouTube videos. I've gotten a little bit better, but I want to like keep on that momentum. I am also going to go back home for a little while to New Mexico, sort of for Halloween, like the weekend before Halloween and like part of that week, so I can spend it with my friends and actually go to like some parties and stuff now that I'm not scared to like, you know, be in public. Like we're actually gonna go like dress up, which is gonna be so fun, because I always end up like having a costume, but I never ever end up going anywhere. Like I don't think I've gone anywhere for Halloween for years, but a really long time. I'm just like never invited to anything, but we decided like we wanted me to go down and actually like spend the holiday with them, so that'll be really fun. Except for while I'm down there, I also have to get my IUD out, which I am terrified of. You know, I didn't have time to spend the however long like doing my roots, because I know last time I did my roots it was like a whole process. Like it took me like I think like a week or something like that, and I just don't have like a week to commit to doing that. So I was like, oh, I'll just have someone like do it for me. Like, you know, I've never ever gone to a salon before, so I didn't know what to expect. So basically what I did was I found someone off Instagram. I just searched like on the hashtags like Portland hair or PDX like hairstylist or something like that, and I found someone that I thought was good, and I scheduled an appointment. And I went, and here is the result. I'm gonna like, the person was so nice, so nice. That being said, I am a little disappointed with how yellow my roots are still. Like, so he didn't say like anything like oh, like this is gonna need 2 sessions, or I don't think I can do all of this, you know, like it was really like, oh, I want my roots done and then I want them, you know, white, because like the rest of my hair is so light. Like you can see like the difference here, like the root and then like where my actual hair is, and then just like the pink. So I wanted them, you know, pretty white as well, because I want to change my hair color up soon, which is why I'm letting this pink fade. I thought that would be able to happen because like I can do it. It just like it takes me forever because I have to be so careful because of like the back of my head. I guess I could do it like a lot quicker. Ooh, okay, I feel like everything's coming together a lot more. Anyway, I went and got my hair done, and like it's way too yellow for my taste. So I wanted to throw like a couple video ideas at you guys, and I want you to let me know if you want them or not. So obviously this is like yellow, like this part right here, oh my god, this is bad. Like this is probably like the worst part. I don't know about here, I can't see the side of my head here. Yeah, like underneath here is just bad. So obviously before I do any other hair color, I have to lighten my roots more. So I want to know if you guys want a video on how to like fix like really yellow hair. I know I've done like just a bleaching video and a toning video, but I could do sort of like a more like updated like how I'm going to fix like it being so yellow. I know at some parts it looks a lot whiter, but I have a lot of dry shampoo, which, you know, gives it like a white cast, and also it is like toned like as much as it possibly could be with just like some like purple shampoo. He left purple shampoo or conditioner on for like 10 minutes in the salon, and then when I washed my hair I left blue shampoo and conditioner on for like a long time. So this is like as light as I can possibly get it without doing any more like chemical stuff to it, but it's gonna need a little bit more like chemically stuff to done to it. So let me know if you guys want that. I am going to do it no matter what. It's just, it is a lot more work to like do a video on it, so I want to make sure you guys want it before I do it. And I was thinking also of like including that video, like how to sort of take like the remaining like dye out of your hair. I've done one like a really long time ago, and like that process really hasn't changed much, but sort of like just like a how to do like an overall like hair transformation from like yellow roots and pink hair to like a different color that I'm not gonna name yet because it's gonna be a surprise. I also briefly did want to talk about sort of like weight loss sort of thing, and also like clothing sort of stuff, because I wanted to throw another video idea. So I don't really want to make like a weight loss video until I'm further along, because for me like it's hard, like I don't want to disappoint anyone, and like I'm committed, totally 100% committed to like doing it, but I want to do it and then talk about it, not like the other way around. So my like app that I use says like it's like projected that I'll hit like my goal weight in like December to January, so hopefully around then, so it's not too long. And so many of you loved my last like haul video for clothes, but like I said, I don't want to just like buy clothes to show you guys. Not that there isn't clothes that I want, I just don't like spending money. So unless like a company wants to like, hey, have a haul, pick some stuff, that's not gonna happen. So I need to clean out my closet anyway. Would a like literally cleaning out my closet video be boring, and like show you guys like what I am keeping, what I'm not keeping, like what didn't fit me before like lipo, weight loss, and like what does fit me now, and like what doesn't fit me anymore because it's like way too big. If you just like want to see like sort of like inside my closet and like what I have, so you guys will have to let me know if you do want that. Other than that, I feel like I don't have that much else to say. I feel like this sort of went by quick. Did it go by quick for you? So that's really it. If you guys want me to do more Get Ready With Me's, please give this video a like, and thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!